Ganesha Vidmahi Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanno Dantihi Prachodayate Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacham Madam Sharirasya Chavaidhyakena Yopakarotam Pravaram Muninam Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi. So very good morning to one and all who are here for the practice session. So we are just starting on. At the outset, let me thank my guru, my teacher, Dr. Ananda, for really helping me prepare the slides as well as whatever I am. It is all I owe it to him. Dedicate all this, whatever it is, to the Guru Parampara and to Sir. So first we start on with the warm-up practices. Because you're all sitting there in the chairs, we are just trying to make you do certain things that you will be able to do from the chair itself. I leave it to you people. If you want to join us, you could join us and do it. Otherwise, you could just watch. I have my demonstrator, Mr. Dhanush here, who will be performing. So if you want to do, you're most welcome to do, and I'll be more than happy if you can do it and join us also. And these basic warm-up practices, these are called the jatis, and they are the loosening exercises to relieve the stiffness that we may be having. So maybe we are all stiff right now, so maybe just loosen up a little bit with the practices, because this helps to release the pent-up emotions that we sort of normally regress, put inside and store inside. So these loosening practices also help us to relieve all those tensions. So shall we just start, and concentrating on the area that we are loosening, we can send a lot of the energy, the pranic energy, into those areas. So first we start off with the Shirsa Jatis. If you can see Dhanush, he'll be performing along with me. So I'll be just telling him, you can just watch him and start doing. Shirsha is your head. So first we start warming up with the neck, where we do the rotation of the neck clockwise 3 times. So you can start doing with them, along with them, because this is a practice session. So instead of just watching, just a neck rotation 3 times clockwise and 3 times anti-clockwise.
You're not able to see from them.
Do you want him to stand up and do?
Yes.
Okay. Dhanush, nindittu pannu. So just the Shirsa Jatis. Warming up the whole of the neck region. Neck is a place where, the communication between your head and the rest of the body is happening through the neck. So by doing these jatis, you are sending a lot of energy into the neck region, and the connectivity between the body and your brain and the head is enhanced through this. Relax. Now we go on with the Hasta Jatis. Hasta is your hand. So just a little rotation of the wrist 3 times clockwise and then 3 times anti-clockwise, concentrating on your wrist, your hands, because as you're loosening, you're also sending a lot of energy into those areas to release any of the pent-up things that is stored in the joints. And now the release of the pent-up tensions from the elbows. Just rotate your elbows 3 times clockwise and 3 times anti-clockwise. Because of the shortage of time, we're just doing it 3 times. 3 is not the only number that you can do. And now with the Pada Jatis, Pada is your leg. Where you're sitting, you could just, while breathing in, stretch your leg out and slowly lift up a little bit. And as you're breathing out, just put your leg down. This he cannot show because he's standing. You just sit down. As you are sitting down, breathing in, you stretch your leg. And as you're breathing out, bring your leg down. Both legs together. So breathing in, stretch your leg up. Breathing out, leg down. Breathing in, up, out, down. You can just rotate your feet like we did the wrist 3 times clockwise. He's just showing it to you. While you're sitting, you could just do this also 3 times clockwise and 3 times anti-clockwise, loosening the ankle joint as well as your whole leg, knee, everything. The left leg also now. Relax. So just a little bit of twist in the hip region because we are all sitting and you have a lot of tension in the low back while you're sitting. So we are going to twist the hip right from the sitting position, just twisting on to your right side, slowly twisting on to your right side, and then coming back to the center, twist on to the left side. This is not really tough, I think you can all do. Just twisting, going to the right side, coming back to the center. Which is your right side? Can you show up your right hand? Thank you. So there is no confusion right and left. Okay? So right side, please twist yourself to the right side. Coming back to the center. And now to the left side. Back to the center. Right side. Back to the center. Left side to the center. We are only twisting the hips, not the mouth. Thank you. And now you're just going to stretch up. Just interlocking your fingers. Give a good stretch as you're sitting, extending the whole of your spine, your vertebral column, releasing the tensions from your spine and back. As you're breathing out, bring your hands down. Now breathing in, stretch up. Breathing out, down. In, stretch up, out, down. So just sit quiet, eyes closed for a moment. Feeling the energy passing through you with the warm-up practices. Just one last jati, which is a favorite for everybody. We start shaking the right hand. All of you together start shaking the right hand, sending in a lot of energy, cleansing the atmosphere, also the pranic energy layer. Now start shaking your left hand. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it fast. Now both together. Shake both your hands. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Now hold all your tensions tight and throw it out of your mouth, pushing it out. Now, one more time. Give a good shake. Shake both your hands together. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Shake it fast, shake it fast, shake it fast. And hold all your tensions tight and throw. All of you should throw together and you have to blow off with your energy from there. Okay? Shall we take it up as a challenge now? Are you going to blow me? Fine. Just one more time. Start shaking. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it fast. Shake, 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 shake. Hold all your tensions tight and Thank you. Now, sitting in a quiet moment, take it for yourself. Just a contemplative moment of silence. Of awareness completely of your own selves. We go on to the next part. Mudras. Mudras are the gestures that we use with the hands, with the body, and many other forms are there. But today we are just going to show you some of the mudras that we use with the hands. They enhance concentrating because, as you are all aware, meditation means it's the next stage of concentration. The concentration has to flow into meditation. It's a regular process. When we call just meditation is the 7th limb of the Ashtanga Yoga. Preceding it, we have 6 more that Maharishi Patanjali has codified as Ashtanga Yoga: Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. So Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi are the main 3 limbs that we call as the Samyama Yoga, that is taking you closer to your own reality, to your own self, and to the divinity that is within. So to enhance your quality of yourselves, the mudras actually help a lot in getting to that contemplative state, to that state of concentration, and flowing on continuously to that state of meditation. Jnana mudra. There are many mudras, but just to make it easy for you all, we are just showing you some of the mudras that we normally use in our regular practices. Jnana mudra, it's a gesture of wisdom, as you all understand. Just encircle the first 2 fingers, your thumb and the first index finger, into a circle, and the other 3 fingers stretched out together. Do not split them apart, just keep them together and facing upwards on your thighs. Just place them on your thighs. This is the Jnana mudra. The Jnana mudra helps calm down the restless mind and helps into the contemplation and meditation also. And if you turn this downward, the same mudra, when placed upwards, is the Jnana mudra, the gesture of wisdom, and when you place it downwards, it is the Chin mudra, the gesture of consciousness. So just place your hands on your thighs facing downwards, the same thing, downwards, and this helps expand your consciousness and awareness also. The next one we have the Namaskar mudra. This is a very familiar one for all of you, where we just bow before people, or when you meet somebody, you just bow with the hands together, fold your hands together. That's a gesture where it's like you are understanding your own divinity and respecting the divinity in the person who are in front of you. So respecting each other is one of the main aspects. And more than that, here we are bringing both the hands together. As you all should be aware, the right side of the body, the activities are connected to the left brain, and the activities of the left side of the body is connected to the right brain. It's crisscross connected. So when you're bringing both your hands together now, you can see that there's a beautiful connectivity between the left and the right hemispheres of the brain. So the connectivity flows on and giving you a sense of beautiful ability to balance and stability. It balances the mental activities also. Just this simple mudra, you're holding it in front of the chest. So just hold it for a minute, eyes closed. Thank you. And now the next one is the Anjali mudra. Anjali is where you're encircling your arms and taking your hands up and together, both the hands palms together. This is a gesture of surrender, of salutation to the divine self, to the higher nature, to anything else that is above us and beyond us. So this mudra also helps concentrate the subtle energies that are there in the higher chakras, which we call the Anda chakras. Beyond our Sahasrara chakra, we have the Anda chakras. This helps concentrating on the subtle higher energies about us. And now, bringing the hand down over your top of the head. This becomes the Kailash Mudra. Kailash Mudra on the top of the head. This is a mudra that helps, it forms a beautiful triangle circling your face, and it helps to energize your Sahasrara chakra, the chakra on top of your head. And now coming down to the Yoga Mudra, where again you are bringing both your hands together, interlocking both your hands together. The right side should be dominant. If you want, you can see the picture also there on the right, where you are encircling both your hands together, bringing both the palms together again, creating a beautiful sense of balance. Balance and the activities of both the hemispheres of the brain, getting a beautiful connection through these simple mudras. Also, it's a seal of the energy. So the energy that is getting wasted, that is getting dissipated, is all circled up inside our own selves, helping us to enhance the individuality and taking us into the concentration and meditation. Now we are just going to do a simple pranayama. We'll just show you once and then you can do it. We'll just do 3 rounds because of the shortage of time. This is called the Om Pranayama, where we are going to chant the Om Pranava mantra. Along with the breath, you'll be taking your hands up, breathing in along with the, and then bringing them together. And as you're breathing out, come out with the sound slowly bring them out, activating all the chakric energies within you, because you will be bringing your hand on top and then to the top of the head where you have the Sahasrara chakra, in front of the forehead where you have the Agnya, and then in front of the throat where you have the Vishuddha, in front of the chest the Anahata, and then the navel, the Manipura chakra, and 2 more Swadhisthana and Muladhara down there. So we are going to enhance all these chakras, the vortices of the spiritual energy that we have, with this simple practice, with the vibratory energy of the pranava also. So breathing in, stretch both your hands up, sitting as straight as possible, eyes closed. Now breathing out. Just relax with your eyes closed for a minute. Just be aware of the activation that is happening in all the energy centers within you. If you need the significance of the practices and the benefit of the practices to happen to you, you have to be able to connect yourself with it and understand everything that is happening, visualize certain changes, and then the change begins to happen. Thank you. Now we go on to the next one, the Trataka. Trataka is a practice, one of the Shat Kriyas, the cleansing techniques which we call as the Shat Kriyas. 6 of them are there, and one of them is called the Trataka, where Trataka is an exercise for the eye cleansing, the eye strengthening the muscles of the eyes, the optic nerve, the connectivity, everything within. And here in Trataka, you have to gaze upon a single object or a point where you'll be just gazing, your eyes unblinking, without blinking your eyes, you'll be just gazing at the spot or the object, and then slowly you close your eyes, but still you will be able to visualize that object or that whatever you're concentrating on within your mind. And that is the practice called as the Trataka, which enhances the ability to concentrate and focus. Because unless and until we are able to concentrate and focus, we can never go into the state called meditation. It is like a flow of oil that we say, the Thaila Dhara. Because once you open just imagine a viscous liquid in a bottle. For example, the castor oil or honey. If you put it in a bottle and open it and just start pouring it out, the first moment when it starts coming out, the flow is not regular. It is like, irregular. It flows, drops, and then slowly it takes on into a continuous flow. It starts flowing continuously. The beginning part is the concentration. It's like, irregular and a little disturbed. But once it starts flowing continuously, it happens, the harmony is there even in that flow. And that state we call as the meditation. It has to happen on its own. You can never force yourself into that state. Because the more you force yourself, the more you compel yourself to go into that state, definitely you go away from it. Because this can never be compelled, it has to happen. And these are certain techniques that slowly takes you over, that enhances your ability to be able to concentrating and then slowly able to meditating and enhance ourselves into that higher state where we become one with the divine, the samadhi state of complete absorption. The first one that we have here is the Jyoti Trataka. Jyoti, as you all know, is the flame, a light from the candle or from a lamp. You just light a lamp and then keep it maybe 3-4 feet away, and then you sit down. It should be in the eye level. It should not be down, it should not be up. Just at the eye level, you sit down and start looking at the flame, concentrating on the flame, and then you will have water flowing out of your eyes, tear coming out of your eyes. But don't blink your eyes, just hold on to the gaze, hold on to the concentration, and then slowly what you do is when you feel disturbed, when you feel you cannot hold on anymore, just close your eyes slowly, but still taking that, the picture of the flame into your mind and concentrating on that in this point where you call it the Bhru Madhya, the point between the eyebrows. So just again, in inner self should be concentrating and understanding that flame, that light, even when you close your eyes. And then slowly the focus and the concentration happens. Bhru Madhya Drishti Trataka is another technique where you're concentrating. Bhru Madhya is here between the eyebrows. Bhru Madhya is the point between. This is the center which we call as the third eye, which is also connected to the Agnya Chakra, which is a very sensitive point. So this point, you have to just take your eyeballs onto that point and concentrate with the eyes open for a while, and then slowly, even when you close your eyes, you have to be concentrating on this same spot, the Bhru Madhya, and then enhancing that ability to slowly go into that state of meditation. The last one is the Nasarga Drishti Trataka, where Nasarga is your nose, so you will be concentrating on the tip of the nose. The same thing, your eyeballs concentrating with the eyes open. Initially with the eyes open, you just concentrate on the tip of the nose. Just bring your eyeballs down and look at the tip of the nose. And then for a while, after that, you just close your eyes and slowly again, just in your mind, you are looking at that same point. The Trataka exercises that you just heard of, or maybe some of you, I think you tried also. These exercises may cause a little disturbances in your eyes, or sometimes a prolonged practice may cause headache. So what we try to do is give them palming. You just rub both your palms, rub it up, feel that warmth, and just cup your palms and keep them over your eyes, just enjoying that warmth. Feel that warmth spreading inwards, enhancing and strengthening your eyeballs, your eye muscles, everything. So shall we do that together just once? Now start rubbing your palms. Just rub it out, feel that heat, feel that friction, that warmth. And now cup your palms and keep them over your eyes. and slowly just feel that warmth. Feel that it's relaxing the whole of your area around the eyes. Slowly open your eyes even within your cupped palms and start blinking your eyes, slowly releasing your hands and opening your eyes. Now is the technique called the Antara Dharana. Antara meaning the inner, and Dharana again is a concentration. So this is a technique of inner concentration, and normally it is done in this asana called the Dharmika Asana. He'll show you the Dharmika Asana where he's just holding the feet, bringing his head down, touching the forehead to the ground. This is the position called the Dharmika Asana. I'm sorry because you all cannot be seeing this, but I have a picture of the Dharmika Asana here on the screen. You can imagine, relax. So as you're breathing, you breathe in sitting in the position called the Vajrasana, just sitting straight, and then as you're breathing out, you slowly come down with the chin up, bending down slowly, helping that area, the forehead, come down till it touches the ground. Yes. And then as you're breathing in, you slowly come up. Because this is a position from which the Antara Dharana is usually done. But for you all, now you're sitting there, just understand two main things when you're doing this practice of concentration or meditation. One is these practices are normally done facing east or north. And then because it has a beautiful vibratory energy and it helps with the thought process and it doesn't disturb the thought process, actually calms down the mind. And these are two directions which is helpful for this. And you have to sit in a position where your spine is straight. It is like your spine, your neck and your head should be as a straight line, because you need the energy to be traveling from the Kundalini energy which is residing at the base of your spine. That has to travel up to the top of the head, and then it has to come down unhindered. So it is happening right along your spine in all these chakric energy points that we were talking about. So it just raises up and down, and so that the energy is enhanced and raised up without any hindrance. That is why we have to keep it straight, because if you're bent, the energy gets dissipated or distracted to some other area, and it will never be able to go up to the top of the head, which is not what we want. And the first one is the Kriti Jana Kriya. Kriti meaning the horizon that you see. It's the unreachable part, that is what we call horizon. This is a Kriya where we'll be bending down into the Dharmika Asana, concentrating on this spot, like I said, between the brows. And this spot is called as the Bhru Madhya, which is also inner folds. Just think of the point that is inside this spot, between the folds of the brain. You have this nadi called the Bindu Nadi. Between the folds of the brain, it's also related to the cavernous plexus. I think you will be able to relate to that better, being medical students. The cavernous plexus here, it's like, a cave, dark cave. You just have to go into that asana and imagine that dark, velvety darkness around. You're lost in the caves, and slowly you just take your concentration, you visualize you are seeing a sunrise with all that brilliant colors, and you feel, that enhancing energy of the sun within you, circulating completely within you, activating your inner being. And that is the Kshiti Jana Kriya. You just have to stay there as much as you can and slowly releasing that, energy, and then coming up and sitting quiet in Vajrasana for a while. The next one is the Eka Varna Kriya, where you will be concentrating on one of the colors. Varna is a color, and any color that is favorite to you in the rainbow colors, anyone that is favorite to you. So just imagine that you have fallen down into an ocean of that color. It's like you are completely, submerged and surrounded by that color. Can you just take your mind onto that, phase and just get lost? And again, concentrating on this Bindu Nadi, like I told you, right behind this point of the Bhumadhya, between the folds of the brain. And just hold on to this for some time and then slowly releasing, come out of it and then relax. And the Jyoti Darshana, where you'll be concentrating again on the Bindu Nadi, and you just have to imagine you're sitting right outside in the bright daylight, sitting there in quietness, enjoying that light all falling out on you and enhancing the whole of your the chronologic systems in your body. And your mind, your body, your emotions, all in a beautiful state of harmony. And imagine you're sitting in that bright light with the eyes closed. It's all going on inside you and not outside. So you just close your eyes again, concentrating on that Bindu Nadi. You just think of the darkness completely as if you're lost in that darkness. And you're sitting in the bright light, but you're lost in the dark. And slowly you begin to feel a ray of light coming down from a pinhole. Just hold on to that light. And all these, doesn't happen today because you're just trying it. It takes a long time. It takes an intense practice to really attain that state. But this is all not theory. It is all attainable with insistent and persistent regular practice. So you just hold on to that light. Don't force yourself to grab to it. And just release that, tension or, don't feel as if you need to grab something. Just let it be. Enjoy that moment of life and slowly come out of it, releasing and sitting relaxed in the Vajrasana. Now we go on to the next technique called the Pranava Dhyana. Pranava is the mantra called the Om. What Patanjali says is that Tasya Vachakaha Pranavaha. He feels that the vibratory energy that we have, that we get through the Pranava, is the closest to the one that we can identify as the divine or the divinity. So this Pranava mantra is a beautiful vibratory energy that is closest to the divine. And whenever we are going to chant that mantra, the A, U, together, put together becomes the Pranava mantra. Om, A, U and just splitting up into 3 syllables. And what we are going to do here is a practice that we call as the Pranava Pranayama also. And Pranava Pranayama taking on into the state of Pranava Dharana and Dhyana, where we'll be practicing this now, 3 rounds of the sound R, where you'll be breathing in with the mudra, he'll show you. Breathing in with a particular mudra, concentrating on the lower lung, the Adam, and then just coming out with the sound R, and energizing and enhancing the whole of your lower region of the body. And then 3 rounds we'll be chanting that with a sound, and the next 3 rounds we'll be just breathing in and internally chanting without really opening the mouth and chanting. So we'll be chanting it internally, the same sound of R. And then we go on with the next, that is the Madhyam Pranayama, where we'll be concentrating on, we'll be taking up to the Chinmaya Mudra, the next one, and making out the sound U, concentrating on the mid region of the body and enhancing and circulating the energy in this area. And again, 3 rounds we'll be chanting, and then 3 rounds of internal chanting, where we will not really chant the mantra, but internally we'll be chanting the same thing. And following that is the 3rd round, the Adhyam Pranayama, where you concentrate on the upper chest and the head and the neck regions, and we come out with the Adi Mudra related to the sound, the vibratory energy again. You can just feel that vibration passing on into the whole of your skull, enhancing all these sense organs, sensory apparatus, which is closely related, we could say, to your mind also. So all this, like I told you, you have to take yourself into this state, compel yourself, visualize yourself into this state. And unless and until you understand these, it's like just an empty practice. It is just a skeletal practice. If you need to internalize, it is the practice that you need to take inside and enjoy. So shall we go on with this? And the last round with the Brahma Mudra, we'll be doing all the three sounds together, the Mahat Yoga, where you'll be activating the whole energy around the whole of the body, because we did it in parts, A for the lower region, U for the mid region, and M for the upper region. But now we'll be connecting all the three parts together again with all the three sounds together, and then 3 times we'll be chanting, 3 times we'll be doing the internal chanting. Shall we start the practice? The first mudra is the Chin Mudra. If you can see the first picture here, Chin Mudra, the first 2 fingers around curled and keeping it down on your thighs. Sitting as straight as possible, eyes closed, don't let any of the energy come out and dissipate through the eyes, controlling the sense organs, sensory apparatus that causes all the distractions for us. So sitting straight, eyes closed, taking a deep breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. And now we are going to internalize the sound. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. Now continuing with the second round, the Madhyam, the middle region. Please take your hands into the Chinmaya Mudra. So with the Chinmaya Mudra, the first 2 fingers in a circle, the other 3 fingers just putting inside the palms, and now breathing in with the sound out. Oh sound. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. Now internalizing the sound. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. Now we go on with the third round. The third round where you'll be enhancing the energy on into the neck and the head regions with the Adi Mudra. Thumb inside, making a fist with the other 4 fingers curled around, and with the sound concentrating on your head and the neck regions. Now take a deep breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. And now internalizing with the vibratory energy of inside. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. Now we are going to connect the lower, the mid and the upper halves together, enhancing the energy, encircling the energy throughout the whole of the being, the whole of you. Now with the sound put together with the mudra called the Brahma mudra, keeping the same Adi mudra, just turn it upwards. Just connect them on your navel region. Brahma is a place where he was born from the navel region of Vishnu. So that is why this mudra is called the Brahma mudra. On the navel region, because navel region is the point where you connect with the outside world. The interaction between the outside world and you happens through the navel region. So enhancing that ability to be able to interact with people in a better way. That is why we have this mudra called the Brahma mudra. Now all the 3 sounds together. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. Now internalizing the whole of these 3 sounds, the pranava together. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out. Now enjoying that relaxed state, just sit with the eyes closed. Feel that energy within. Energy is there, but a sense of beautiful peace, calm, tranquility within. Now, if you can see the slide here, we are going on with this practice called the chakra meditation. The Anda and the Pinda chakras are there. Pinda chakras are found in the body, and the Anda chakras above us, beyond the top of the head. So this is, if you can see the light, a star going up and down. This is the practice we are going to visualize right now. It's called the Chakra Dhyana Chakra Meditation. These are the chakric energy points, the vortices of the energy that I told you. Energy is concentrated in these areas. It's not that the rest of the body doesn't have the energy. It is like the main box that you have in your house, and each room has a main connection from where the wires go around connecting, and then you have the connections to the light, fans and all. So this is something, the energy points are the main energy centers. All the chakras that I told you, Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Agnya, and the top of the head where you see that expanded pink colored 1000-petaled lotus. So this is the practice that we're going to internalize now. Visualize as if the energy from within is rising up along with your breath, where as you're breathing in, the energy rises up to the top of the head, and as you're breathing out, it'll come down. It'll go on for a while till you are ready, and then after maybe 6 rounds of this breath, you take your breath and hold the energy at the top of the head, the Sahasrara chakra, where you just stay there without breathing in a prana kumbhaka, just comfortably in the held in breath, where you breathe in and just hold on to that point. And imagine you're sitting in middle of the 1000-petaled, a beautiful pink-colored lotus. Just imagine you're sitting right in the center of a lotus, and just get lost there inside. You know, you can just visualize all this, and then as you cannot, like when you feel that necessity to breathe, it's okay. You just breathe out, but still hold on to that spot where you're sitting on the lotus. And just breathe in and out as comfortably as possible, holding on for a few moments and then slowly releasing it and then coming back into the state of relaxed Vajrasana. So shall we go on with the practice now? This visual is so that you will be able to picturize this in your mind as you see that happening here, and then you have to do that visualization within. You have all these energy centers right up and down moving. It's connected to your spine. Like I told you, that is why we are supposed to be sitting straight as you're doing these practices. The head, neck and the spine in a straight line. So just try to sit as straight as possible. And now start breathing in. As you're breathing, feel that energy, that beautiful dazzling light raising up. It's like a storied building going up from one block, one story to the next story, slowly raising up to the top of the head, and then as you're breathing out, the energy is slowly traveling down. Now visualize this beautiful light traveling up and down, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. for a moment. Just enjoying that beautiful sense of happiness, a sense of satisfaction and contentment, a sense of peace and tranquility residing within. So just relish and enjoy that moment where you are completely aware of your being, but in a fully relaxed state. This is the state where the body, mind, your emotions, your intellect, and your state of bliss, all the five koshas are beautifully aligned together. All the brain waves in the alpha form of waves. And in this relaxed state, the connectivity between the body and mind is so beautiful that you can understand yourself. Just go within yourself. So we just finish off with the palming. Slowly rub both your palms together. Rubbing, feel that warmth and take them over your eyes. Cup the palms over your eyes. Again, feel that warmth spreading all over. Relaxing in case there is any tension because of the concentration. So hope you enjoyed this session as much as I enjoyed giving it to you. Thanks a lot for all the cooperation that you gave. Thank you.